Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the Sipho's pulse, the steady rhythms of firefighting in Imperial Rome. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the noise of today fall away as we step back, not just hours or years, but centuries, into the vast theater of crime and punishment in ancient Rome. If you genuinely like our videos, please hit like and subscribe. This period marked a remarkable era characterized by the expansion of urban centers and the development of infrastructure. The intricate network of roads and aqueducts allowed for the swift movement of goods and services, creating bustling marketplaces and thriving communities. Urbanization led to densely populated areas where fire hazards increased due to the close proximity of wooden structures and the use of open flames for heating and cooking. The governance of this region prioritized public safety, particularly in the face of frequent fires. The establishment of the Vigiles, a dedicated firefighting force, indicated a systematic approach to managing these emergencies. Comprising both freedmen and slaves, this organization patrolled the streets, ready to respond to outbreaks of fire. Their presence fostered a sense of security among residents, who relied on their expertise to safeguard homes and businesses. Firefighting techniques evolved in response to the unique challenges posed by urban environments. The use of buckets, pumps, and ladders became commonplace, showcasing advancements in technology. It is within this context that the rhythms of firefighting unfolded, revealing a blend of human endeavor and the natural limitations imposed by the materials of the time. The steady pulse of their efforts resonates through the annals of history, illuminating the resilience of a civilization deeply attuned to the balance between progress and peril. The cultural marvels of this region reflect the ingenuity of a society committed to both beauty and functionality. Structures such as the Colosseum and the Pantheon stand testament to advanced engineering techniques, employing materials like travertine and concrete to achieve ambitious designs. Each monument contributes to a skyline punctuated by columns, porticos, and domes, all harmoniously integrated into the urban fabric. This infrastructure extends beyond grand structures, encompassing an intricate network of aqueducts and roads. These waterways, carrying fresh supplies, demonstrate an understanding of hydraulics that was remarkable for the era. The roads, meticulously laid, connected distant territories, facilitating trade and communication, while also aiding the rapid mobilization of firefighting resources. Public spaces, such as the Forum, served as bustling centers for commerce and governance, ensuring a steady flow of information. The layout of streets, often narrow and winding, posed unique challenges for those combating the threat of fire. Yet, this complexity also created a sense of community, where neighbors banded together in times of crisis. The urban landscape, marked by both vulnerability and strength, speaks to a dynamic interplay of human ambition and natural forces. Each element contributes not just to the aesthetic appeal, but also to the functional resilience required for survival within an ever-evolving metropolis. Fire emerges as a constant threat in ancient urban environments. The narrow streets and closely packed structures of cities like Rome create a volatile setting where flames can rapidly engulf entire blocks. This region, with its predominantly wooden architecture, exacerbates the risk. The materials, although readily available, lack the fire-resistant qualities of stone or brick. Ignition sources, ranging from cooking fires to torches, are abundant, fostering a precarious balance between daily life and potential disaster. A single spark can lead to catastrophic consequences. The narrow alleys act as conduits, allowing flames to leap from one dwelling to another. The dense population heightens the urgency of fire response efforts. Residents often form watch groups, maintaining vigilance against the approaching danger. These collective efforts reflect a communal understanding of the stakes involved. The toll of urban fires extends beyond property loss. They threaten lives and disrupt the social order. While firefighting techniques in this era may appear rudimentary, they are essential to maintaining stability. Water sources become strategic assets, carefully monitored and accessed to combat flames. Fire breaks, created through intentional demolition, serve as barriers to limit the spread of destruction. Each response to a blaze reinforces the resilience of the community, guided by the imperative to protect their shared habitat from the ever-looming threat of fire. This imperative to maintain safety from flames reflects a crucial aspect of Roman society, where the very fabric of urban life depended on a delicate balance between progress and peril. The bustling streets of Rome were lined with wooden structures, densely packed and highly susceptible to combustion. It was within this context that firefighters emerged as essential guardians, a role that extended beyond mere emergency response. Their actions shaped public perception and fostered a sense of security among the populace. Training was rigorous, and the techniques honed over time became vital knowledge passed down through generations. Members of the vigilers tasked with fire prevention and control patrolled the city, their presence a constant reassurance. This organized effort illustrated a communal commitment to safeguarding property and lives, integral to the stability of urban existence. The social structure was intricately linked to these firefighting efforts. Citizens recognized the importance of collaboration during emergencies, fostering a spirit of unity amidst chaos. In addition, successful extinguishment of fires bolstered the reputation of local leaders, demonstrating their capability to protect the community. The ebb and flow of these responsibilities echoed throughout the empire, intertwining with the broader narrative of Roman governance and civic duty. Thus, firefighting in Imperial Rome became a symbol of collective resilience and an unwavering commitment to the safety of the city. Early methods of firefighting in this ancient civilization relied heavily on natural resources. Communities utilized nearby water sources, employing buckets to transport water from rivers and wells. It was not uncommon for citizens to form chains, passing buckets along to extinguish flames before they spread. This grassroots approach underscored the communal effort inherent in early firefighting. As urban centers expanded, the need for more organized systems became apparent. The introduction of tools such as hooks and ladders marked a significant evolution in techniques. These implements allowed citizens to gain access to structures, enabling them to combat fires before devastation could occur. The formulation of dedicated groups, known as the vigilers, emerged as a response to increasing urbanization and the consequent fire hazards. These individuals, often drawn from the ranks of newly freed slaves, patrolled the streets, ready to respond to blazes. The establishment of watchtowers allowed for early detection of fires, ensuring a swift intervention. This region saw the development of early fire codes, mandating construction practices that minimized fire risks, reflecting a growing awareness of urban safety. Collective action, bolstered by organized efforts, transformed the fight against fire, turning a once chaotic response into a structured and proactive measure aimed at preserving the integrity of the city. The Vigiles served as the primary firefighting force during this era, emerging in response to the rampant destruction caused by fires. Established in the early days of the Roman Empire, this organized group was composed of formerly enslaved individuals and free citizens. Their purpose extended beyond merely extinguishing flames. They functioned as a crucial line of defense against the rampant threat of urban fires. These individuals were strategically positioned throughout the city, ensuring rapid response to any outbreak. Their training encompassed not only the use of water and simple tools, but also the implementation of fire prevention strategies. It became essential for them to understand the architecture of the city, identifying vulnerable structures that could easily ignite. In addition to firefighting duties, the Vigiles undertook patrols, monitoring the streets for potential hazards. They played a pivotal role in educating the populace about fire safety, emphasizing the importance of adhering to the newly established fire codes. This proactive approach fostered a communal responsibility towards fire prevention, enhancing urban resilience. Their presence became a symbol of safety and order, reinforcing the notion that proactive measures could mitigate disaster. Thus, the Vigiles represented a significant evolution in urban management, embodying the shift towards a more organized, community-oriented approach to disaster response in Imperial Rome. The structure of the Vigiles was meticulously designed to ensure efficiency and rapid response, comprised of 7 cohorts, each responsible for different regions of the sprawling city. These units operated under a hierarchical framework that facilitated organized command. Each cohort was led by a centurion, whose authority extended over a division of firefighters known as the Vigilantes. This division included both freedmen and slaves, reflecting the diverse social fabric of Rome. Training was rigorous and focused not only on firefighting techniques, but also on emergency medical responses and community safety protocols. The Vigiles utilized various tools such as pumps, buckets, and hooks, specifically crafted for extinguishing fires and limiting damage. Their ability to quickly mobilize was crucial, especially in densely populated areas where flames could spread rapidly. Nightly patrols were a common practice, with groups assigned to monitor potential fire hazards. The audible tolling of bells served as an alert system, signaling the presence of fire and rallying the community to assist. This proactive approach underscored the importance of vigilance within the urban landscape, where unregulated construction often posed significant risks. The integration of these practices into daily life transformed Rome's response to fire, creating a legacy of public safety that would influence future urban centers. Recruitment and training of the Vigiles played a critical role in maintaining order and safety. Candidates often came from various backgrounds, including freedmen and slaves, reflecting the diverse population of the city. This selection process ensured a workforce that was both familiar with the urban environment and capable of rapid response to emergencies. Successful recruits underwent rigorous training, where they learned essential skills such as fire suppression, rescue techniques, and crowd management. The responsibilities of the Vigiles extended beyond merely extinguishing flames. They patrolled the streets during the night, remaining vigilant against potential hazards, and were tasked with monitoring buildings for violations of fire safety regulations. Each cohort was equipped with basic tools, including buckets, hooks, and torches, which allowed them to respond swiftly to incidents. This organized approach to firefighting necessitated a strong sense of teamwork. Collaboration among the Vigiles was essential, as effectively combating a fire often required coordinated efforts to access water sources and manage crowds. The training also emphasized the importance of communication. enabling them to relay information quickly and efficiently during crises. Through these structured methods of recruitment and training, the vigiles became a vital component of Rome's urban infrastructure, ensuring that safety measures were not only established, but actively enforced throughout the city. The equipment utilized by Roman firefighters reflected both practicality and innovation in the face of urban challenges. Various tools were essential for combating flames, each designed to address specific aspects of fire suppression. Water pails made of leather or metal were a staple, allowing for swift transportation of water from nearby sources. These containers, often carried by teams of vigiles, formed a crucial line in the effort to douse fires before they spread. In addition to pails, hooks and grappling irons served a dual purpose. Not only did they assist in pulling down burning debris, but they also enabled firefighters to create paths through smoke-filled environments. The use of ladders, crafted from wood, allowed access to upper levels of buildings, where flame often threatened to consume the structures entirely. Turret uses ate a soundlines turret. The used acquired a primitive form of water pump, which facilitated the delivery of water to higher elevations. This mechanical advantage proved instrumental in controlling blazes that would otherwise escalate uncontrollably. Lastly, the presence of fireproof cloaks offered a layer of protection for those who ventured into perilous situations. This array of tools signifies the meticulous preparation undertaken by Roman firefighters, underscoring their commitment to safeguarding the city's sprawling architecture and its inhabitants. Water sources played a crucial role in the firefighting efforts of Imperial Rome. Aqueducts, those monumental structures, delivered fresh water from distant springs and rivers, ensuring a steady supply for various needs, including fire suppression. These engineering marvels, with their gravity-driven flow, spanned vast distances, often traversing valleys and hills, highlighting the ingenuity of Roman society. Positioned strategically throughout the city, water outlets provided immediate access to this essential resource. Firefighting teams relied on these aqueducts to fill their containers, ensuring they were always prepared for emergencies. The efficiency of this system allowed them to act quickly in the face of flames, reducing the potential for widespread destruction. Regular maintenance of these aqueducts was necessary to sustain their functionality. Workers would inspect and repair any damage, ensuring that the flow remained unimpeded. This ongoing vigilance reflected the importance of water access in urban planning and public safety. In addition to residential areas, public spaces and buildings were equipped with cisterns, further enhancing the firefighting capabilities of the city. These solutions demonstrated a comprehensive approach to disaster management, integrating infrastructure with community safety. The nexus of aqueducts and firefighting not only protected the architectural heritage, but also preserved the lives of countless citizens in an ever-evolving metropolis. The Sipho, an ingenious innovation of its time, stood as a testament to human ingenuity in the face of urban peril. This fire engine, resembling a large barrel, utilized a system of pumps and siphons to deliver water with remarkable efficiency. Its design allowed for the drawing of water from nearby sources, channeling it through a series of tubes that directed the liquid to the flames. Equipped with a hand-operated mechanism, it required the combined effort of several firefighters to achieve the necessary pressure. The rhythmic pumping created a steady stream, capable of reaching several meters in height, ensuring that even the tallest buildings could be safeguarded against the relentless threat of fire. The strategic placement of these engines throughout the city enabled rapid response times, critical in a densely populated environment where flames could engulf entire blocks within moments. Crews were typically organized into cohorts, each trained to operate the Sipho with precision. The collaboration demanded a deep understanding of both the equipment and the tactics necessary to combat large-scale blazes, emphasizing the importance of teamwork in these emergencies. The Sipho exemplified not only a technological advancement, but also a reflection of Roman society's commitment to communal safety. Its presence transformed the urban landscape, merging engineering prowess with the essential goal of protecting lives and property amidst the ever-present danger of fire. Innovations in firefighting technology emerged as pivotal components in the ongoing battle against flames. The Roman Sipho, an ingenious device, exemplified this advancement. Crafted primarily from flexible tubing, it enabled efficient water transportation from nearby sources to the sites of burning structures. This method significantly reduced the time required to extinguish fires, a crucial factor in densely populated areas. The design often incorporated bronze or lead fittings, enhancing durability and facilitating variable water flow. It allowed multiple firefighters to coordinate efforts, directing powerful streams of water precisely where needed. This engineering marvel minimized the chaos typically associated with firefighting, creating a more organized response. Additionally, the Sipho's adaptability became evident. It could be employed in various situations, from quelling household fires to addressing larger blazes threatening entire districts. The strategic placement of water tanks throughout the city complemented its use, ensuring that firefighters had immediate access to resources. Training and organization among crews became essential. Specialized teams, known as the Vigiles, were tasked with fire prevention and response, equipped with the Sipho as a primary tool. Their collaborative efforts were crucial in maintaining public safety, significantly influencing urban planning and the spatial arrangement of structures. The Sipho not only represented technological innovation, but also marked a commitment to safeguarding communities. Community involvement played an essential role in fire prevention during Imperial Rome. Citizens were encouraged to participate actively in safeguarding their neighborhoods from the ever-looming threat of fire. This engagement fostered a sense of collective responsibility, ensuring that each individual understood their part in maintaining safety. Local organizations often formed to educate the populace about fire risks and prevention strategies. These groups disseminated vital information on the importance of maintaining clean streets, properly disposing of flammable materials, and establishing fire breaks around homes. Regular meetings allowed citizens to share knowledge and experiences, reinforcing the idea that fire safety was not solely the responsibility of the authorities, but a shared communal effort. Additionally, participation in drills became commonplace. Residents practiced coordinated responses to simulated emergencies, enhancing their readiness should an actual fire occur. These routines often involved the use of tools and techniques that complemented the Sipho system, illustrating a harmonious blend of technology and grassroots action. The architectural layout of urban centers further facilitated this communal vigilance. Narrow streets and closely packed buildings encouraged neighbors to keep watch over one another's properties. This sense of interconnectedness helped cultivate a resilient social fabric, where vigilance and cooperation were paramount in preventing disastrous fires from engulfing entire districts. Understanding these dynamics reveals the profound relationship between technology and social responsibility in ancient Rome. The influence of religion on firefighting practices in ancient Rome shaped communal attitudes towards safety and protection. Deities associated with fire, such as Vulcan, the god of fire and forge, played a significant role in the daily lives of citizens. Rituals dedicated to these gods were commonplace, as individuals sought divine favor to safeguard their homes and public spaces from the devastating threat of fire. Priests and priestesses often organized ceremonies, offering sacrifices to appease these powerful entities. In moments of crisis, the faithful turned to prayer, hoping for intervention during blazes that could engulf entire neighborhoods. This spiritual engagement fostered a sense of unity among the populace, reinforcing the idea that safety was not solely a matter of technology but also a communal duty intertwined with faith. Though construction of temples and shrines dedicated to fire deities was prevalent in urban environments, these structures served as both places of worship and centers for fire prevention education. The belief in divine oversight encouraged the implementation of stricter building codes and fire safety measures, reflecting a respect for both the divine and the practical needs of the community. In this context, firefighting evolved beyond mere physical labor, encompassing a societal commitment to uphold the will of the gods while protecting the integrity of the urban landscape. The legal framework surrounding firefighting in Imperial Rome was intricate and detailed, designed to ensure both safety and accountability. These regulations mandated the construction of buildings with fire-resistant materials, requiring the use of stone and brick rather than wood in certain districts. Violations of these codes were met with fines or even more severe penalties, underscoring the seriousness with which fire prevention was regarded. Responsibility for firefighting often fell upon the local magistrates, who were tasked with enforcing these laws. They oversaw the establishment of fire brigades, known as the vigiles, composed of both free men and slaves. This organization played a crucial role in both prevention and response, patrolling the streets and extinguishing fires before they could spread. Their presence served as a deterrent, instilling a sense of security among citizens. In addition to the vigiles, private property owners were also held accountable for maintaining fire safety. This included ensuring that flammable materials were stored properly and that exits were kept clear. The integration of legal statutes into everyday life reflected a broader understanding of urban resilience, wherein the community worked collectively to safeguard against the threat of fire. These laws not only protected property but also reinforced a sense of civic duty, reinforcing the bond between the populace and their environment. The socio-economic impact of fires in ancient Rome was profound, shaping both urban planning and community relations. Frequent blazes led to the establishment of strict building regulations, dictating the use of materials and the spacing of structures. These measures aimed to mitigate risk while simultaneously fostering a burgeoning industry focused on fireproof construction. Brick and stone became preferred over wood, altering the architectural landscape and influencing commerce. The aftermath of fires often resulted in significant economic disruption. Local businesses faced potential ruin, while job loss became a grim reality for many workers. Rebuilding efforts generated temporary employment opportunities, creating a paradoxical cycle where devastation led to reconstruction. This process not only revitalized the economy, but also instilled a sense of resilience among the inhabitants. The necessity of fire brigades emphasized the importance of collective responsibility as citizens banded together to protect their neighborhoods. Fire, both destructive and transformative, necessitated innovations in both technology and strategy. This led to the development of unique firefighting equipment and techniques, which would eventually influence practices in other civilizations. The ongoing struggle against fire forged a communal identity, fostering cooperation amid adversity, and reflecting the complex interplay between disaster and development within this remarkable civilization. The enduring legacy of these challenges continues to resonate throughout history. Fires in Roman history serve as critical case studies that highlight the vulnerabilities of urban centers. The Great Fire of Rome in the year 64 marked a significant turning point. Spanning 6 days, it devastated a large portion of the city, revealing flaws in emergency response and urban planning. The aftermath led to the establishment of the Cohortes Vigilum, an organized firefighting force aimed at preventing future catastrophes. Another notable incident occurred in the year 114, when a fire erupted in the Via Sacra. This region, central to public life, saw rapid destruction of temples and public buildings. The response involved both private citizens and the newly formed firefighting cohorts, showcasing a communal effort to combat the flames, albeit with limited resources and coordination. The fire of the year 326 presents yet another example. It affected the Circus Maximus, a vital social and entertainment hub. Following the incident, revisions in building codes and regulations emerged, emphasizing the importance of fire-resistant materials in construction. Through these documented events, it is clear that each fire not only caused immediate destruction, but also prompted significant changes in policy, urban design, and community awareness, shaping the future resilience of Roman society against the ever-present threat of flames. The Great Fire of Rome in the year 64 marked a pivotal moment in the city's history. It spread rapidly, consuming vast sections of the metropolis and leaving thousands homeless. This catastrophic event illuminated the vulnerabilities inherent in urban planning, especially concerning crowded wooden structures and narrow streets. The aftermath prompted an urgent re-evaluation of firefighting measures and emergency protocols. Authorities responded with a series of immediate actions aimed at controlling the flames and protecting the populace. Firefighting brigades, known as the vigilas, were established to monitor the city and extinguish blazes. These units, composed of both volunteers and paid workers, patrolled the streets, equipped with buckets and pumps. Their efforts highlighted the need for a cohesive strategy to address urban fires. In the wake of the inferno, legislation was enacted to regulate construction materials, favoring stone and brick over wood. Urban design underwent transformation, with wider streets to facilitate movement and access for firefighting efforts. The community's awareness of fire hazards increased significantly, leading to a cultural shift in daily practices. Residents began to take preventative measures, understanding that individual actions could contribute to the overall safety of the city. This monumental fire reshaped societal views on those who risked their lives to combat blazes. Firefighters, or vigilers, emerged as essential figures, embodying valor and civic duty. They were no longer mere laborers. Their role elevated them to protectors of the community. This transformation fostered a sense of respect, as their efforts shielded the populace from destruction. Public perception shifted significantly. The vigiles became symbols of resilience, their presence instilling confidence within communities. Citizens viewed them as guardians, standing vigilant against the relentless threat of flames. By engaging in perilous endeavors, these individuals forged a collective identity rooted in safety and solidarity. They operated not only as extinguishers of fire, but also as educators. Awareness campaigns, led by these firefighters, highlighted fire prevention strategies. This proactive stance helped to cultivate a culture of responsibility among residents. Local gatherings often featured discussions on fire safety, emphasizing the shared responsibility of protecting homes and lives. Recognition extended beyond mere admiration. The vigiles received financial support from the Imperial treasury, facilitating the procurement of equipment and training. This investment underscored their importance within the urban framework. As the city expanded, so did the acknowledgement of their contributions, intertwining their legacy with the very fabric of Roman life. Their rhythms became integral to the pulse of the metropolis. Tactics and techniques employed by the vigiles represented a structured and systematic approach to fire prevention and control. These dedicated firefighters operated within a framework of organized brigades, with each unit assigned specific districts of the sprawling city. They utilized a range of tools to combat blazes, including buckets, hooks, and ladders, all designed to facilitate effective intervention. Water sources were strategically located throughout the urban landscape, with public fountains and aqueducts providing essential access. The vigiles maintained vigilance, patrolling designated routes to detect and respond to fires swiftly. When alarmed, a coordinated effort ensued, with teams converging to extinguish flames using a combination of water and manual techniques. In addition to direct firefighting, preventative measures were critical. Thorstreit pas minies fintu oldia, main strud tuk sor stora safi. Encouraging the proper storage of flammable materials and the construction of fire-resistant structures. This proactive approach reduced the frequency and severity of fires, significantly impacting the population's safety. Communication played a vital role in the effectiveness of these strategies. Shouts and signals informed nearby units of emerging threats, facilitating rapid responses. The efficiency of these operations reflected a deep understanding of urban dynamics, transforming the vigiles into guardians of the metropolis, ensuring that the city's heartbeat continued unimpeded by the threat of flames. The night watch served as a crucial element in maintaining the safety of the sprawling urban landscape. Comprised of dedicated men tasked with patrolling the streets, they remained vigilant against the ever-present threat of fire. The dark hours brought heightened risks, as flickering flames could consume entire blocks if left unchecked. With torches in hand, they navigated the labyrinthine alleyways, their presence a soothing assurance to citizens resting within their homes. In this realm of shadows, the watchmen relied on their instincts and training to detect any signs of danger. The sharp scent of smoke and the sound of crackling embers were their constant companions. They communicated through a series of signals, alerting one another to potential threats. Each shift was an exercise in awareness, as they scanned rooftops and windows, searching for the faintest glow that might signal disaster. The organization of the vigils allowed for rapid response to any outbreaks. The integration of lookouts and runners ensured that warnings could be disseminated swiftly, mobilizing firefighters to the scene. This well-oiled machine operated seamlessly, a testament to the rigorous discipline instilled in its members. As dawn approached, the watchmen would retire, leaving a city that remained ever grateful for their unyielding vigilance against the specter of fire. Innovations in engineering fundamentally altered firefighting practices in Imperial Rome. The introduction of the siphon, a device that utilized a series of tubes, allowed for the efficient transfer of water from sources to the flames. This mechanism reduced the time it took to transport water, enhancing the city's response to fires. Materials such as lead and bronze were often employed in these constructions, showcasing the Romans' skill in metallurgy and craftsmanship. In addition to the siphon, the development of portable water pumps marked a significant advancement. These pumps, operated by teams of firefighters, could draw water from wells and aqueducts, facilitating a rapid response to blazes. Personnel would work in unison, their coordinated efforts leading to a more effective firefighting strategy. In densely populated areas, the use of ladders and hooks also played a crucial role in the containment of fires. These tools enabled firefighters to access higher structures, allowing them to combat flames that threatened to engulf entire buildings. Firefighting brigades, organized in distinct cohorts, were equipped with specialized gear that included leather buckets and fire-resistant clothing, enhancing their effectiveness. The integration of these technologies not only improved fire suppression techniques, but also reflected the broader advancements in Roman engineering and urban planning. Each innovation contributed to a more resilient city, prepared to withstand the relentless challenge posed by fire. Training drills for the vigilers played a crucial role in enhancing their effectiveness. These exercises were meticulously designed to instill discipline and foster a deep understanding of the strategies required to combat urban fires. This emphasis on preparedness ensured that each member was not only aware of their individual responsibilities, but also capable of working in concert with their fellow firefighters. Regular drills simulated various scenarios, enabling the vigilers to practice the deployment of equipment and the execution of rescue techniques. They were trained to navigate the labyrinthine streets of the city, honing their skills under the watchful eyes of seasoned leaders. This rigorous regimen created a well-coordinated force, capable of swift responses to emergencies. The drills incorporated both physical conditioning and tactical maneuvers. Participants engaged in exercises designed to build stamina and strength, essential for carrying heavy equipment and scaling structures. Formations were practiced repeatedly, allowing for seamless transitions during an actual fire response. The significance of these training sessions extended beyond the practical. They fostered camaraderie and trust among the vigiles, creating a sense of unity essential for effective teamwork during crises. This cohesion under pressure proved vital as the city faced the ever-present threat of conflagration, reinforcing their resolve to protect the populace and heritage of Rome. Emerging from the necessity of safeguarding life and property, firefighting policies began to evolve significantly. Initially, these regulations were rudimentary and focused on immediate response. Community members were expected to form ad hoc groups, often using buckets and primitive tools to combat flames. As the city expanded, the inadequacies of such measures became apparent, prompting a shift towards formalized firefighting units. The establishment of the Cohortus Vigilum marked a turning point. This dedicated force, comprised of approximately 7,000 men, was responsible for patrolling and responding to fires throughout the urban expanse. Their training emphasized rapid mobilization and strategic deployment, ensuring that resources were effectively utilized in times of crisis. Policy adjustments also included stricter building codes aimed at reducing fire hazard. The use of flammable materials was regulated, while the creation of fire breaks became commonplace in densely populated areas. These proactive measures reflected an understanding of urban dynamics and the importance of maintaining public safety amidst growth. Over time, the influence of prominent leaders led to the further refinement of these policies. Innovations in firefighting techniques, such as the introduction of water pumps, transformed operational capabilities. Each iteration brought an increased awareness of fire prevention, reinforcing the city's commitment to safeguarding its citizens in an ever-changing landscape. The Vigiles, the dedicated firefighters of Imperial Rome, emerged as a crucial component in the city's psychological framework of safety. Their presence instilled a sense of calm amidst the potential chaos of urban fires. Trained in the techniques of firefighting and equipped with rudimentary tools, these individuals served not only as protectors, but also as symbols of resilience. The community relied on them, creating a bond that transcended mere duty. Interactions between the visuals and the public fostered a collective identity, reinforcing a shared responsibility for safety. Their routine patrols through the narrow streets served as a reminder of vigilance, reducing the fear of fire's unpredictability. The visibility of their efforts assured citizens that their well-being was paramount, calming anxieties that could easily escalate in densely populated areas. Training sessions became communal events, where neighbors gathered to witness demonstrations of firefighting techniques. These gatherings enhanced social cohesion, bridging gaps between different segments of society. The vigilers, through their actions and visible readiness, contributed to a culture of preparedness and encouraging citizens to adopt fire safety practices in their daily lives. This ongoing commitment to community safety fostered an environment where fear of fire was met with structured responses. This interconnectedness between firefighters and other emergency services enhanced the overall efficacy of response efforts. The vigils operated not in isolation, but as part of a larger network aimed at protecting urban populations. Collaboration with the ideals responsible for public works and maintenance ensured that infrastructure remained resilient against fire hazards. Regular inspections of buildings and streets were conducted, identifying vulnerabilities that could exacerbate a fire's severity. Engagement with medical practitioners facilitated a comprehensive approach to emergencies. After fires were extinguished, medics would be on standby, prepared to address injuries and mitigate health risks associated with smoke inhalation or burns. This synergy between firefighters and healthcare providers ensured a continuous support system for affected citizens. Connecting or between firefighters and healthcare providers additions. In addition, the vigils coordinated with local law enforcement to maintain order during chaotic incidents. Their presence helped prevent looting and unrest, allowing for a focused response to the immediate threat. This partnership extended beyond fire incidents. They jointly participated in community education initiatives, reinforcing the importance of safety protocols. Such relationships underscored the significance of a unified response framework. Each entity played a critical role, demonstrating that effective emergency management relies on seamless communication and collaboration. Urbanization in Rome heightened fire risk, reshaping the landscape and introducing complexity to firefighting efforts. The rapid expansion of densely constructed neighborhoods created an environment where wooden structures proliferated. Narrow alleys, often flanked by tightly packed buildings, restricted access for firefighting teams, complicating their response to blazes. This region, with its close-knit communities, fostered a unique reliance on local knowledge and quick mobilization of resources. The materials used in construction further exacerbated the danger. Flammable substances, combined with insufficient fire breaks, allowed fires to spread with alarming speed. The use of tar and pitch in roofing contributed to the vulnerability of these urban areas. As the population swelled, so did the potential for human error and negligence, often igniting fires through careless activities. Firefighting techniques had to adapt to this evolving urban landscape. While the establishment of the vigilers, a dedicated firefighting force, marked a significant advancement, it was often under-resourced. Their presence could not entirely mitigate the growing threat posed by the intertwined fabric of urban life. Increased human activity, coupled with environmental factors such as dry seasons, created a volatile situation, necessitating constant vigilance among the population. As urbanization progressed, the relationship between the structures and the risk factors became increasingly precarious, fundamentally altering the dynamics of fire safety in the city. Firefighting during public events introduced unique challenges that tested the limits of preparedness. Large gatherings often saw an influx of visitors, amplifying the risk of accidental ignitions amidst the vibrant festivities. Crowds thrived on the excitement, bringing flammable materials, such as candles and torches, that contributed to the heightened fire danger. This situation was exacerbated by the narrow and winding streets prevalent in urban areas, complicating access for emergency responders. The response teams, often made up of volunteers, had to navigate through throngs of people, many of whom were reveling in the excitement. Communication became essential, yet difficult, as the sounds of celebration drowned out urgent warnings. The presence of open flames from cooking stations and entertainment venues added to the complexity, creating an intricate dance between managing safety and preserving the celebratory atmosphere. In an effort to mitigate risks, city officials implemented regulations aimed at controlling the use of fire-related materials during events. Designated zones for fire-related activities were established, ensuring that potential hazards were minimized. Despite these precautions, the unpredictability of human behavior remained a constant variable, challenging the effectiveness of such measures. The persistent threat of fire during festivals highlighted the ongoing need for vigilance in this bustling metropolis, where the excitement of life often collided with the realities of safety. Women played critical roles in the firefighting efforts of ancient Rome, often participating in initiatives that extended beyond traditional expectations. Their contributions emerged from the necessity of safeguarding homes and communities, with many women taking on active roles in local firefighting brigades. This involvement provided them with a unique sense of agency in a society where public duties were predominantly assigned to men. Engaging in these activities, they formed networks that allowed for the sharing of skills and techniques essential for combating fires. Some women organized community efforts, gathering resources and mobilizing their neighbors during emergencies, highlighting a collective spirit in the face of danger. Their presence was particularly vital in residential areas where their intimate knowledge of the architecture and layout of their neighborhoods proved invaluable during fire outbreaks. In addition to these practical contributions, women also served as supportive figures in maintaining morale and providing assistance to those affected by fires. Their roles in tending to the wounded and offering shelter to displaced families illustrated a profound commitment to community well-being. Despite societal constraints, their involvement in firefighting reflected broader themes of resilience and cooperation within ancient Roman society, illustrating that even in the shadows of monumental challenges, the strength of community often shone through. The growing complexities of urban life in ancient Rome began to strain the capabilities of the vigiles. Over time, the Vicintreisen beared risks. Over the time, the increasing population density in the city led to a heightened risk of fire outbreaks. Structures made primarily of timber and other combustible materials contributed to a landscape where flames could spread with alarming rapidity. This region, once a model of organization, found itself grappling with inadequate resources and a lack of technological advancements to combat these fires effectively. A dwindling number of trained personnel further exacerbated this issue. The demands placed upon the vigiles increased, often outpacing their capacity to respond. As fires became more frequent, The division of labor within the ranks became blurred, leading to confusion during emergencies. The arrival of fires frequently caught them unprepared, undermining the efficiency that had once characterized their operations. Compounding these difficulties were issues of insufficient funding and support from government authorities. The allocation of resources did not keep pace with the growing need for enhanced firefighting measures. With limited access to equipment, such as water buckets and pumps, their ability to manage blazes diminished significantly. The fading company of firefighters, once a symbol of civic pride, faced an uphill battle against the challenges posed by an evolving urban landscape, revealing the vulnerability of even the most organized efforts in the face of disaster. The face of disaster. The Emperor played a pivotal role in shaping fire prevention efforts throughout the city. His decrees, often issued with the weight of authority, mandated regulations aimed at minimizing fire hazards. These included restrictions on building materials, particularly the use of flammable substances, and the establishment of fire breaks to halt the spread of flames. Compliance with these regulations was crucial, as each edict reflected an understanding of the city's vulnerabilities. Regular inspections conducted by appointed officials ensured adherence to the Emperor's mandates, fostering a culture of vigilance among citizens. The construction of public water tanks and the installation of hydrants within strategic locations demonstrated proactive measures taken to combat the threat of fire. This foresight provided essential resources, enabling firefighters to act swiftly in emergencies. In times of crisis, the Emperor's presence offered reassurance and mobilized resources swiftly. Their involvement in fire response not only underscored a commitment to public safety, but also reinforced the social contract between ruler and subjects. The establishment of the cohorts vigilum, a specialized firefighting force, further illustrated the Emperor's direct engagement in safeguarding the urban populace. These actions reflected an understanding of fire as an omnipresent danger, one that required a multifaceted approach. The Emperor's influence extended beyond mere governance. It shaped the very fabric of urban resilience against the relentless threat of fire. Historical accounts reveal a complex network of individuals dedicated to combating the ever-present peril of fire within the vast expanse of the city. This network included the famed Vigilers, a force established under Emperor Augustus, tasked specifically with patrolling the streets and extinguishing flames. Their formation marked a significant advancement in organized firefighting, reflecting a societal commitment to safeguarding urban life. Aldim Shanstavamanachivals from various chroniclers illustrate the challenges faced by these early firefighters. They describe the daunting task of navigating narrow, winding streets, often obstructed by the densely packed architecture of the time. During significant fires, the heat and smoke would create chaotic scenes, with citizens rallying alongside the vigiles to counter the encroaching flames. The accounts emphasized the use of rudimentary tools, such as buckets and hooks, highlighting the innovative spirit of those involved in firefighting. Additionally, the writings of historians reveal the emotional toll that these events took on communities. The loss of life and property served as haunting reminders of the fragility of urban existence. In contrast, tales of bravery emerged, celebrating the valor of individuals who risked their lives to protect their neighbors. This interplay of personal sacrifice and collective resilience defined the firefighting ethos in Imperial Rome, leaving an indelible mark on its history. The legacies of these efforts continue to resonate in contemporary firefighting practices. The Sipho, a pivotal advancement in ancient firefighting, marked the beginning of a meticulous evolution in equipment designed to combat flames, originating as a simple hand-operated pump. It laid the groundwork for more sophisticated mechanisms. This device, with its fundamental design, allowed for the efficient transfer of water to extinguish blazes that threatened the heart of urban centers. Subsequent innovations saw the introduction of leather buckets, often used to transport water from nearby sources. These containers, reinforced with metal, increased durability and enabled quicker response times during emergencies. As urbanization intensified, the need for more effective tools became apparent. Wooden ladders and hooks emerged, allowing firefighters to access higher structures and combat fires in multi-story buildings. The development of these tools reflected a growing understanding of fire dynamics and the need to adapt to changing architectural landscapes. By the time of the Roman Empire, the innovation of the water organ demonstrated a leap in technology, utilizing pressurized water to create an effective firefighting solution. This period marked a significant transition from rudimentary methods to more organized and strategic techniques. Such advancements not only enhanced the physical abilities of firefighters, but also laid the foundation for future innovations that would evolve into the modern firefighting equipment seen today. Each step in this progression has contributed to a comprehensive understanding of fire management. The risks faced by firefighters in Imperial Rome were both numerous and significant. Exposure to extreme heat was a constant threat, as flames surged and smoke engulfed entire neighborhoods. This environment challenged the physical endurance and mental resilience of those tasked with extinguishing the fires. Respiratory complications arose from inhaling toxic fumes, leading to chronic health issues among the ranks. In addition to smoke inhalation, the risk of injuries was ever present. Falls, burns, and the strain of heavy lifting were common occurrences during firefighting operations. The tools used, from buckets to primitive pumps, often lacked the sophistication needed for optimal safety. This rudimentary equipment frequently resulted in accidents, further exacerbating the dangers inherent in the profession. Mental health concerns also emerged, as the relentless nature of their work took a toll. Witnessing the destruction of homes and the suffering of families could lead to psychological distress among the firefighters. The societal expectation for them to be unwavering in their duty added to the burden, creating a silent struggle within the ranks. Preventive measures were implemented over time, including training programs and the establishment of protocols aimed at minimizing these risks. Yet, the unpredictable nature of fires and the urgency required in emergencies meant that risks would always remain a fundamental aspect of this vital profession. The training regimens of the vigiles were meticulously structured, emphasizing both physical and mental preparedness. Recruits underwent rigorous physical training that included endurance exercises and strength-building activities. These exercises were essential, as the demands of firefighting in crowded urban areas required not only speed, but also considerable physical strength to maneuver through debris and carry heavy equipment. These rehearsals ensured that each member of the vigiles could respond promptly and cohesively. Even amid chaos, mental resilience was equally prioritized. Recruits engaged in strategy sessions where they analyzed past incidents, discussing the strategies that proved successful and those that did not. This analytical approach fostered critical thinking, enabling them to adapt their methods based on varying circumstances. Understanding the anatomy of fires, including how they spread and how to extinguish them effectively, formed the foundation of their knowledge. In addition to this, the vigiles were trained in the use of various tools and equipment, from buckets to primitive pumps, ensuring they could deploy the right technique when needed. The combination of physical prowess and tactical acumen created a force capable of preserving both lives and property in the face of destructive flames. Their disciplined approach laid the groundwork for effective emergency response in an unforgiving environment. Urban planning in Imperial Rome evolved alongside firefighting strategies, reflecting a deep understanding of spatial organization and risk management. Streets were crafted with careful consideration of the proximity of structures, enhancing accessibility for firefighters. Narrow alleys connected larger thoroughfares, ensuring swift movement of personnel and equipment during emergencies. The arrangement of buildings played a crucial role. Many were constructed from fire-resistant materials, which reduced the overall risk of widespread destruction. The deployment of watchtowers throughout the city further exemplified this interplay. These structures provided elevated vantage points, allowing firefighters to spot blazes before they could escalate. Inhabitants trained in firefighting techniques often worked alongside urban planners, exchanging insights that led to proactive measures in city design. Open spaces, such as public squares, were strategically placed to facilitate both community gatherings and emergency operations. As the population swelled, the necessity for resilient infrastructure became paramount. Regulations were implemented to govern the height and spacing of buildings, minimizing potential hazards. This foresight contributed to the preservation of cultural landmarks, ensuring that the architectural heritage remained intact amidst the dangers posed by fire. The collaboration between firefighting and urban planning in this region demonstrated a sophisticated approach to risk mitigation, establishing a model that would influence future cities across the ages. Environmental factors played a significant role in shaping fire risk in ancient Rome. The geographical layout, with its dense urban fabric, created narrow streets that impeded the movement of both people and resources. The close proximity of buildings, typically constructed from timber and other flammable materials, compounded the potential for rapid fire spread. These elements made certain districts particularly vulnerable, as the slightest spark could ignite widespread devastation. Climatic conditions also contributed to fire risk. The warm, dry summers increased the likelihood of spontaneous combustion, while the infrequent but intense rainfalls could lead to sudden vegetation growth, creating additional fuel sources. During drought periods, the combination of heat and aridity resulted in hazardous conditions, heightening the urgency for effective firefighting measures. Natural features further influenced fire dynamics. The presence of hills surrounding the city could channel winds, exacerbating the spread of flames. Additionally, the proximity to the Tiber River offered a vital resource for firefighting, yet its accessibility was often hampered by seasonal fluctuations in water levels. These environmental considerations necessitated an adaptive and responsive firefighting strategy, which included the establishment of watchtowers and fire brigades, known as the vigilers. By understanding the interplay between the surroundings and fire risk, ancient Rome laid the groundwork for enduring urban resilience, influencing generations to come. The influence of fire extended beyond practical applications, entwining itself deeply within Roman mythology and literature. Deities associated with fire, such as Vulcan, symbolized both creation and destruction, representing the dual nature of this element. In various myths, fire served as a transformative force, shaping landscapes and human destinies alike. This element frequently appeared in literary works, reflecting societal values and fears. Epic poetry often depicted the catastrophic potential of uncontrolled flames, echoing real-life threats faced by the populace. The imagery of fire in these narratives evoked a sense of impending peril, reinforcing the necessity for vigilance in urban settings. The tales of gods and heroes often emphasized the balance between harnessing fire for civilization's advancement and the chaos that could arise from its misuse. Literary figures such as Ovid explored themes of metamorphosis, illustrating how fire could ignite change, both physical and moral. These stories served as cautionary reminders, urging citizens to respect the power inherent in flames. Civic responsibility and the role of the vigils were woven into the cultural fabric as they mirrored the ideals found in these narratives. Through myth and literature, the legacy of fire shaped not only the physical landscape of ancient Rome, but also the philosophical underpinnings of its society, blending pragmatism with profound symbolism. The emergence of private firefighting services marked a significant shift in the approach to fire management within the city. Initially, public brigades performed the essential duty of extinguishing flames, often composed of volunteers driven by civic duty. As urban density increased and the threat of devastating fires loomed larger, private entities began to emerge, providing a more organized and efficient response. This transition reflected a growing recognition of the need for specialized skills and resources in combating increasingly frequent infernos. Private firefighting units distinguished themselves through their ability to offer quicker responses and tailored services, often operating under financial contracts with property owners. These groups utilized a mix of advanced techniques and equipment, ensuring that their methodologies evolved in tandem with the complexities of urban architecture. The competition among these entities led to the development of innovative firefighting strategies, marking a turning point in how fires were approached in this bustling metropolis. Urban dwellers increasingly relied on these private services for protection against the ever-present threat of fire. The commercialization of firefighting began to alter societal perceptions, viewing it less as a civic responsibility and more as a service provided for a fee. This change underscored the dual nature of fire in Imperial Rome, an ever-present danger and an opportunity for enterprise, shaping both the city's infrastructure and the social fabric of its inhabitants. The strategic deployment of military tactics profoundly influenced firefighting techniques in Imperial Rome. The Roman army, renowned for its discipline and organization, inspired the formation of specialized firefighting units known as the vigiles. These personnel, akin to soldiers, were trained not only in extinguishing fires, but also in maintaining order amidst chaos. Their drills mirrored those of military formations, emphasizing efficiency and coordination. The use of tools also reflected a military approach. Implements such as the Sipho, a hand-operated pump, allowed the vigiles to project water with precision, akin to siege machinery directing projectiles towards enemy fortifications. The integration of these technologies marked a significant shift in how fires were addressed, transforming an ad hoc response into a methodical operation. Additionally, the organization of the vigiles into distinct cohorts facilitated rapid response across the sprawling city. These divisions ensured that resources were allocated efficiently, reducing the time it took to reach a fire and implement countermeasures. Each cohort adopted a designated territory, much like legions stationed within specific provinces. The influence of military discipline extended beyond organization. It instilled a sense of duty and communal responsibility in the citizenry, shaping societal attitudes toward fire prevention. This approach cultivated a culture of vigilance, Ukaskal as Moan. This culture of vigilance extended beyond the bounds of Rome, allowing for a comparative analysis of firefighting methods across ancient civilizations. In Greece, the focus was primarily on community efforts, with citizens forming volunteer brigades to combat fires. These groups relied heavily on rudimentary tools, such as buckets and ladders, emphasizing the value of citizen participation. Egyptian practices showcased a different methodology. The Nile's seasonal flooding provided the Egyptians with ample resources to combat fires, employing water from the river to douse flames. Their reliance on communal irrigation systems reflected an integration of environmental factors into firefighting strategies. In ancient China, a more organized and bureaucratic structure emerged. The establishment of dedicated fire brigades under the imperial court highlighted a state-sponsored approach to disaster management. These brigades utilized a combination of bamboo ladders and large water containers, demonstrating a systematic response to the ever-present threat of fire in densely populated areas. The differences in these methodologies reveal varying degrees of state involvement and community engagement in firefighting efforts. Each civilization faced unique environmental challenges, shaping their response mechanisms. While Rome's structured approach emphasized the importance of trained personnel and preventative measures, other cultures relied heavily on community action and environmental resources, highlighting a rich spectrum of historical practices in public safety. The role of social status influenced firefighting duties significantly within Imperial Rome. Individuals from higher social classes often assumed leadership roles, directing the efforts and strategies of firefighting teams. Their resources afforded them the means to facilitate training and procure equipment, making them pivotal in organizing responses to fire outbreaks. This dynamic established a clear hierarchy, wherein wealth and influence dictated one's capacity to contribute effectively to fire prevention and response. In contrast, the lower classes relied on communal cooperation, pooling their limited resources to combat blazes. These citizens, often untrained, demonstrated remarkable resilience and ingenuity, utilizing whatever tools were at their disposal. Social stratification created a duality in firefighting methods, with the elite deploying systematic techniques while the common populace engaged in improvised, grassroots efforts. This disparity in approach also reflected broader societal values, emphasizing the responsibilities of the elite to protect their communities. Public perception often favored the organized efforts of wealthier citizens, reinforcing their status as protectors of the city. Notably, this relationship between social hierarchy and firefighting reveals the complexities of urban society in Rome, where the interplay of power, responsibility, and risk management defined the response to one of civilization's most pressing dangers, fire. The collaboration of diverse social strata, despite inherent inequalities, shaped the evolution of firefighting practices throughout the empire. Natural disasters significantly influenced firefighting practices, compelling adaptations that reflected the need for resilience. Earthquakes, frequently experienced in Italy, often led to extensive destruction of infrastructure. The resulting fires, fueled by broken gas lines and damaged wooden structures, necessitated a more organized response. This region witnessed the establishment of specialized brigades, composed of both volunteers and slaves, working in tandem to combat the relentless flames. Flooding posed another challenge, occasionally hindering access to resources and complicating firefighting efforts. In these instances, the availability of water sources became crucial, dictating the effectiveness of response strategies. Aqueducts, a hallmark of Roman engineering, were vital in providing the necessary supply to douse the fires that erupted in the aftermath of such weather events. Their maintenance became a priority, ensuring that these vital arteries remained functional during crises. The cycle of disaster and response fostered innovation in techniques and equipment. The introduction of wheeled carts for transporting water, a practical adaptation to evolving needs, reflected an understanding of the importance of mobility during emergency. Leadership within the brigades adapted their strategies based on lessons learned from previous disasters, enhancing coordination and efficiency. These adjustments laid the groundwork for a more structured firefighting system, one that would persist through the ages, demonstrating humanity's enduring struggle against the forces of nature. The introduction of public announcements in fire alerts marked a significant evolution in communication strategies within Rome. This system utilized a network of individuals stationed throughout the city, equipped with various instruments to relay urgent messages. These methods ensured that citizens were informed promptly about fires, allowing for swift action to mitigate destruction. Utilizing loud voices, horns, and even bells, these individuals disseminated information regarding the location and severity of the fires. The efficiency of these notifications was crucial in densely populated urban environments, where every second counted. Citizens reacted by forming organized groups, ready to combat flames with the tools at their disposal. Information shared during these alerts was precise. Details included the fire's position, encouraging residents to maintain a clear path for the firefighters. This urgency fostered a collective responsibility among the populace, reinforcing communal bonds in the face of disaster. The system also aided in directing resources, ensuring that those most affected could receive assistance quickly. In addition to immediate response, these public announcements played a role in educating the populace about fire prevention and safety measures. Knowledge spread through word of mouth, creating a more aware citizenry. This proactive approach, combined with rapid communication, established a foundation for fire management that would influence future practices across civilizations. Notable figures emerged within this framework, embodying the spirit of innovation and courage. One such individual, Marcus Licinius Crassus, often hailed as the wealthiest man in Rome, took on the role of a fire chief during a time of rampant urban fires. His methods included the establishment of a private firefighting brigade, which operated under a financial model that encouraged swift action. This initiative demonstrated the intersection of commerce and public safety, as he profited from extinguishing fires while simultaneously saving properties and lives. In contrast, the renowned architect Vitruvius contributed through his writings, detailing techniques for fire prevention and building materials that could withstand flames. His architectural principles emphasized safety, advocating for wider streets and strategically placed water cisterns. The city's infrastructure began to reflect these ideas, leading to designs that reduced fire hazards significantly. Another hero in this narrative is the commander of the Vigilers, a group tasked with nighttime vigilance against fires. Their disciplined patrols ensured rapid response times, and effective containment of outbreaks. This blend of community effort and structured organization marked a significant evolution in urban safety protocols. Such contributions from these individuals created a legacy of resilience, shaping the principles of firefighting that would echo through centuries, influencing practices in cities far beyond the borders of Rome. Curious art and sculpture served as vital mediums for documenting the practices and ethos of firefighting in Imperial Rome. Reliefs and frescoes adorned public spaces, illustrating the heroic efforts of fire brigades and highlighting their significance within the urban landscape. These artistic representations conveyed not only the technical aspects of firefighting, but also the valor and dedication of those who responded to blazes, often depicted in dynamic postures amidst the chaos of flames. Inscriptions accompanying these artworks provided context, detailing significant events and the individuals involved. This documentation functioned as both a historical record and a means of fostering civic pride. The visual language used in these pieces reflected the reverence for the firefighters, elevating their status within society. Stone carvings captured moments of urgency, revealing the tools and techniques employed to combat fires. The axes, buckets, and ladders immortalized in these works showcase the ingenuity of early firefighting methods. Over time, the blending of art with practical documentation allowed for a broader understanding of urban challenges, including the ever-present threat of fire. These remnants from antiquity offer insights into the societal values of the era, emphasizing community resilience and cooperation during crises. The interplay between artistry and firefighting, Greek firefighting techniques left an indelible mark on the methodologies employed in Rome. This region observed the adaptation of tools and tactics originally developed in the Hellenistic world, where the urgency of combating blazes had prompted innovative approaches. The introduction of buckets, made from leather and finely woven fabric, allowed for efficient water transport, illustrating the significance of resource management in urban environments. The use of specific chemical agents emerged as a noteworthy contribution. Substances such as vinegar and salt were tested alongside more volatile substances, creating a range of responses to flames. These agents provided an advantage, particularly in mitigating small, localized fires before they escalated. Practical training sessions, often conducted in the shadow of temples and public spaces, showcased these methods and emphasized the importance of community involvement in fire prevention. The integration of Greek strategies also extended to the organizational structure of firefighting brigades. Teams were formed, each assigned particular sectors of the city, which enhanced response times and coordination. This shift reflected a growing awareness of urban planning and public safety, pushing Rome toward a more systematic approach to fire hazards. Within's residential and commercial areas expanded. The necessity for efficient firefighting became paramount, prompting continued evolution in techniques and tools. The legacy of these early innovations would resonate through the ages, influencing future firefighting practices across civilizations. The architectural design of firehouses in ancient Rome reflects a structured response to urban hazards. These edifices were strategically situated within the city to ensure rapid access to potential fire outbreaks, constructed primarily from stone and brick. The firehouses showcased robust walls capable of withstanding the intense heat generated during a blaze. Their interiors were often organized into functional areas, allowing for efficient equipment storage and crew readiness. Ventilation played a crucial role in these structures, with openings designed to facilitate airflow, reducing the buildup of smoke and heat. Firefighters utilized these spaces for training, honing their skills in extinguishing flames and managing equipment. The layout often included a central courtyard, providing ample room for maneuvering, and the assembly of firefighting apparatus. Materials used in construction were selected not only for durability, but also for fire resistance. This foresight in design underlined the Romans' understanding of fire's unpredictable nature. Architectural elements such as thick walls, arched windows, and reinforced roofs worked synergistically to mitigate risk. The presence of firehouses in densely populated areas highlights the community's commitment to safety, establishing a sense of order amidst the chaos of urban life. Such structures served as a testament to the evolving strategies employed to protect citizens and their property from the ever-present threat of fire. Fire emerged as a formidable weapon in the arsenal of ancient warfare. Its application extended beyond mere destruction. It manipulated the very environment of conflict. Armies harnessed flames to obliterate enemy strongholds, turning wooden fortifications into charred remnants in moments. This tactic not only inflicted physical damage, but also instilled psychological terror among foes, as the sight of consuming flames often heralded imminent defeat. Siege warfare, particularly, demonstrated the strategic use of fire. Catapults and other siege engines launched incendiaries over walls, igniting supplies and demoralizing defenders. The burning of crops and dwellings disrupted the livelihoods of adversaries, creating famine and chaos. In many instances, the destruction was not merely tactical, but also served as a demonstration of power, showcasing the might of the advancing forces. This region of military engagement was rife with stories of conflict, where fire acted as both a tool and a weapon. In battles, flames illuminated the night, flickering shadows casting doubt upon the hearts of those who faced them. The elemental force demanded respect, as its indiscriminate nature could turn upon the wielder as swiftly as an enemy. Destruction and survival intertwined, revealing the profound impact of fire in shaping the outcomes of conflicts, forcing leaders to carefully consider its deployment amidst the chaos of war. An evolution of firefighting methods emerged in response to the challenges posed by this elemental force, influencing later civilizations. Techniques developed in Imperial Rome laid the groundwork for fire management practices that would resonate through centuries. Innovations such as the use of water buckets, pumps, and primitive hoses reflected a structured approach to combating flames, marking a significant departure from earlier, more chaotic responses. These practices were documented and disseminated, forming a foundation for future firefighters. In medieval Europe, remnants of Roman techniques blended with local customs, enhancing community responses to fire outbreaks. The development of organized firefighting brigades, inspired by Roman models, began to take shape, with citizens trained in coordinated efforts to extinguish fires. The understanding of fire as both a tool and a threat continued to evolve. Knowledge of flames' behavior and the importance of fire breaks became integral to urban planning. This foresight was essential in the design of cities as architecture adapted to mitigate risks. Later civilizations, influenced by Roman ingenuity, established their own systems of fire control. The establishment of fire codes and regulations drew from the legislative measures implemented during the Roman Empire, providing structure and safety. As these practices spread, They contributed to the gradual formation of the sophisticated firefighting techniques seen in contemporary society, underscoring the enduring legacy of Roman methods. Firefighting in Imperial Rome transcended mere duty. It fostered a sense of community engagement and solidarity among its citizens. Every blaze that threatened the city served as a rallying point, uniting neighbors and strangers alike under a common cause. When flames engulfed a building, the call for assistance would echo through the streets, drawing countless individuals toward the source of danger. Their collective effort to extinguish the inferno emphasized the interconnectedness of urban life. Participation in firefighting was not limited to trained professionals. It involved ordinary citizens who took pride in their communal response. With buckets and makeshift tools, these volunteers formed chains, passing water from the nearest source to the raging flames. This organized, yet spontaneous collaboration cultivated social bonds, reinforcing the shared responsibility for the safety of the city. The presence of the Vigiles, the official firefighting force, further enhanced this communal spirit. Their leadership provided structure while encouraging participation among the populace. Regular drills and public demonstrations served to instill a sense of preparedness and collective resilience. As fires threatened the city's structures, the response was not only a matter of survival, but also an opportunity for neighbors to connect, share stories, and strengthen their communal ties, realizing that in unity there was strength against the destructive forces of nature. The intersection of science and firefighting in ancient Rome revealed a sophisticated understanding of both fire behavior and material properties. This knowledge informed the design of buildings, which featured fire-resistant materials such as brick and stone. These structures not only minimized the risk of combustion, but also showcased the ingenuity of Roman engineering. The implementation of aqueducts supplied water efficiently, turning it into a vital resource for firefighting efforts. The presence of public fountains served as strategic access points, allowing for rapid mobilization of water during emergencies. Firefighting teams, known as the Vigiles, employed primitive yet effective methods, utilizing buckets, pumps, and even simple firehooks to combat flames. Their training emphasized collaboration and speed, essential qualities that facilitated a rapid response to blazes. The examination of smoke patterns and the behavior of fire led to a greater awareness of the dangers associated with urban living. Fire breaks and firewalls were strategically integrated into city planning, reflecting an early understanding of the need for prevention alongside response. The community's approach to firefighting mirrored the era's broader intellectual pursuits, connecting practical applications and scientific inquiry. This fusion of knowledge created a framework for resilience, demonstrating how ancient societies adapted to the relentless challenges posed by fire in the urban landscape. Variations in climate significantly influenced fire risk and the subsequent strategies employed for firefighting. In warmer periods, the urban environment experienced heightened susceptibility to ignition due to increased temperatures and prolonged dry spells. These conditions rendered wooden structures more vulnerable, amplifying the urgency for effective preventative measures. Urban planners recognized the correlation between climate fluctuations and fire frequency, leading to the implementation of fire breaks and the regulation of building materials. Rainfall patterns also played a pivotal role, as wetter seasons could reduce the immediate threat of fire, but conversely fostered the growth of vegetation that, when dried out, posed additional risks. The interplay of humidity levels influenced the combustibility of materials, necessitating adaptive responses in firefighting tactics. It became essential to monitor weather conditions, allowing for proactive strategies that could mitigate potential disasters. The development of water supply systems reflected these environmental considerations. Aqueducts and cisterns were meticulously designed not only for general consumption, but also as a crucial resource in firefighting efforts. The establishment of watchtowers and sentinel posts further ensured that fires could be detected early, facilitating a swift response to emerging threats. Inhabitants, armed with knowledge of local climate patterns, contributed to community efforts, fostering a collective resilience against the unpredictable nature of fire in this ancient metropolis. Trade and commerce played a pivotal role in fire prevention strategies within Imperial Rome. Merchants and traders, operating in bustling markets, exchanged not only goods but also vital information regarding fire safety. This exchange facilitated the dissemination of building materials less prone to ignition and reinforced construction techniques that prioritized fire resistance. The importance of quality materials, such as stone and brick, became evident as these resilient substances were favored over flammable alternatives like wood. A economic rivalry further enhanced awareness of fire hazards. Competing merchants often invested in protective measures to safeguard their properties from the devastation of fire. The construction of fire breaks and wider streets became common practices, as they functioned to slow the spread of flames and provide essential access for emergency personnel. The strategic placement of goods also reflected a growing understanding of fire risks. Flammable materials were stored away from the most vulnerable sections of warehouses and marketplaces. Insurance began to emerge as a financial tool among traders, incentivizing the implementation of fire preventative measures. The growth of insurance led to meticulous record-keeping, allowing merchants to track losses and make informed decisions regarding safety investments. This intricate network of commerce not only served economic interests, but also fostered a culture of vigilance and preparedness against the ever-looming threat of fire in a city marked by its architectural grandeur. Religious festivals in Imperial Rome often intertwined with fire safety practices, reflecting a shared understanding of the element's duality. These celebrations, dedicated to deities such as Vulcan, the god of fire, served as both a communal gathering and a reminder of the potential destruction fire could bring. Rituals were meticulously planned, incorporating offerings and prayers that sought divine protection against flames, while honoring the power that fire symbolized in creation and destruction. During these festivities, the presence of the vigiles, the city's firefighting brigade, became particularly pronounced. Their roles extended beyond mere patrols. They engaged in public displays of fire safety, conducting demonstrations to educate citizens on the significance of prevention and swift response. This proactive approach not only reinforced their importance within the community, but also instilled a sense of responsibility among the populace. The lighting of ceremonial torches during these events acted as a dual symbol. While they celebrated the warmth and illumination that fire can provide, they simultaneously served as a reminder of the vigilance required to contain it. This intersection of faith and practicality highlighted a collective effort to safeguard the architectural magnificence of Rome from the unpredictable nature of fire, fostering a culture where reverence for the divine coexisted with the necessity of preparedness. Fire, in this context, became an enduring theme, linking the sacred and the everyday. The evolution of fire safety codes in Imperial Rome emerged as a response to the increasing dangers posed by urbanization and the prevalence of fire hazards. In densely populated areas, structures built from wood and other flammable materials heightened the risk of catastrophic fires. Consequently, regulations began to take shape, aiming to mitigate the potential for disaster. Vor evitramisilos the box. One significant measure was the establishment of watchmen. Tasked with the vigilant oversight of neighborhoods, they patrolled the streets, ensuring compliance with safety regulations, which included the removal of flammable debris from alleys and rooftops. These individuals played a crucial role in maintaining order and preventing fires from escalating into uncontrollable blazes. Legislation further refined fire safety practices, mandating the construction of fire breaks and the use of fire-resistant materials in building processes. This region's architects and builders began to adopt these codes, integrating stone and brick into their designs. The presence of public fountains and cisterns also became vital components, providing accessible water sources for firefighting efforts. Training for firefighters improved over time, transitioning from a disorganized response to a more structured approach. Teams of individuals were organized, equipped with buckets, ladders, and other tools necessary for extinguishing flames. These developments marked a significant shift in the understanding and management of fire safety within the expanding empire. The challenges faced in Rome's slums were profound and multifaceted. Narrow streets confined movement, complicating access for firefighting efforts. Buildings constructed of flammable materials further intensified the risk, as many structures were densely packed, leaving little room for escape or maneuvering. Dense smoke would often fill narrow alleyways, obscuring visibility and creating disorientation among both residents and responders. The presence of overcrowded living conditions amplified the potential for rapid fire spread with limited resources. The response was often hampered by a lack of organized firefighting units. This region, rife with poverty, also saw a scarcity of proper firefighting equipment, relying heavily on bucket brigades and primitive tools. The coordination of volunteers, while commendable, frequently fell short in times of crisis, leading to fragmented efforts and ineffective responses. Social dynamics played a crucial role, with the elite often disconnected from the plight of slum inhabitants. This disinterest translated into inadequate funding for fire safety measures, leaving residents vulnerable to the devastation of flames. Additionally, the absence of established fire codes allowed many structures to remain dangerously close to one another, creating a perfect storm for disaster. The interplay of these elements fostered an environment where fire was a constant threat, necessitating a re-evaluation of strategies and resources dedicated to managing such emergencies within the bustling urban landscape. Artistic representations of firefighting in Roman culture reveal a society deeply aware of the perils of urban fire. Frescoes and mosaics often depicted firefighters in action, their figures adorned in tunics, wielding buckets and hooks. These images, carefully crafted, served not only as decoration, but as a testament to the importance of communal safety. Scenes of firefighters working to extinguish flames or rescuing citizens from burning buildings reflect a collective responsibility, underscoring the urgency of their mission. Sculptural works further immortalized the heroism associated with firefighting. Statues commemorated the bravery of individuals who faced infernos, often portraying them in dynamic poses, emphasizing their resolve. This cultural reverence extended to public ceremonies, where firefighters were honored for their service, cementing their role as vital protectors of urban life. Literary accounts also contributed to the narrative surrounding firefighting. Writers chronicled notable fires and the responses that followed, highlighting the strategies employed to combat the flames. These narratives not only documented the challenges faced, but also served to educate future generations on the importance of vigilance. In this manner, artistic and literary expressions shaped a societal understanding of the risks associated with fire, ensuring that the legacy of those who served in this perilous role endured through time, reinforcing the value placed on safety and resilience within the community. The presence of trade guilds emerged as a crucial element in enhancing fire safety practices. These organizations, composed of skilled artisans and merchants, recognized the inherent dangers associated with their trades in bustling marketplaces and workshops. The risk of fire was ever present, prompting them to implement preventive measures. They established protocols that governed the storage of flammable materials, ensuring that their workspaces adhered to safety regulations. Training sessions became commonplace, where guild members shared knowledge on effective firefighting techniques. This collaborative effort not only fostered a sense of community but also created a network of support during emergencies. When a fire threatened a neighborhood, it was often the guild members who sprang into action, equipped with the skills and tools necessary to combat the flames. The influence of these guilds extended beyond immediate firefighting efforts. They actively lobbied local authorities for stricter regulations surrounding construction materials and fire codes, advocating for the protection of their livelihoods and the well-being of their surroundings. The establishment of watchmen, often affiliated with these guilds, further contributed to the early detection of fires, reducing the potential for widespread destruction. Through these organized efforts, trade guilds played a vital role in shaping a culture of fire safety, leaving an indelible mark on the resilience of urban centers in Imperial Rome. Urban legends and folklore surrounding firefighting emerged as integral components of life in Imperial Rome. Tales of heroic firefighters, often exaggerated in their valor, circulated among the populace, creating a rich narrative that intertwined fact with fiction. These stories served not only as entertainment, but also as moral lessons, emphasizing the virtues of bravery and community solidarity in times of crisis. Traditionally, individuals were depicted as defenders of the city, battling flames with courage and ingenuity. They wielded primitive tools such as buckets and hand pumps, each story highlighting their resourcefulness amidst peril. This portrayal resonated deeply within the collective consciousness, reinforcing the belief that the community could withstand any threat through unity and vigilance. Folklore often included supernatural elements, attributing unusual occurrences or unexplained fires to the wrath of gods or spirits. Such beliefs reflected societal anxieties and underscored the importance of appeasing divine forces. The presence of deities linked to fire, such as Vulcan, further magnified these connections, with rituals and offerings aimed at ensuring protection from conflagration. These narratives, steeped in cultural significance, flourished alongside the practical measures established by trade guilds. The interweaving of tradition and necessity shaped a collective identity, deeply rooted in the shared experience of safeguarding urban spaces against the relentless threat of fire. The Willis, the ethical framework surrounding fire safety in Imperial Rome, was significantly influenced by prominent philosophers. Their teachings emphasized the importance of civic duty and the moral obligation to protect one's community. Stoicism, in particular, encouraged individuals to act with reason and virtue, advocating for a collective responsibility toward public safety. This philosophical backdrop fostered a culture where the prevention of fire was not merely a practical concern, but a moral imperative. The writings of Seneca and Cicero often highlighted the fragility of human life and the need for preparedness against destruction. This viewpoint extended beyond mere rhetoric. It permeated the very practices of firefighting, instilling a proactive mindset among citizens. Training and drills were inspired by philosophical teachings, stressing the importance of discipline and readiness. Community gatherings often included discussions on fire prevention methods, promoting a sense of unity and shared obligation. The emergence of the Vigiles, a group tasked with firewatching and firefighting, can be seen as a direct embodiment of these principles. Their organization reflected a societal commitment to safeguarding urban environments, rooted in the ethical teachings of the day. In Iosaimidchum as advilitives evolved, the intersection of philosophy and practical action became evident, shaping the very essence of firefighting in Imperial Rome. The legacy of these ideas would resonate throughout history, influencing subsequent approaches to urban safety and communal resilience. Urban development in Rome underwent significant transformation in response to the persistent threat of fire. This constant danger prompted innovations in architecture and city planning. The introduction of fire breaks, wider streets, and the use of non-combustible materials defined the infrastructure. These strategies aimed to minimize the potential for fire to spread, reflecting a practical adaptation to the environment. Residences began to feature courtyards and open spaces that facilitated airflow, further reducing the risk of flames engulfing entire blocks. The construction of public baths and forums, often built from stone or brick, provided communal safe havens during emergencies. These features not only enhanced aesthetic appeal, but also reinforced the importance of public safety. Regulatory measures established by officials dictated the height of buildings, limiting the number of stories to reduce the likelihood of catastrophic fires. The development of firefighting units, known as the Vigiles, emerged as a structured response to urban fires. Their presence in the city was crucial in maintaining order and safety, offering a systematic approach to firefighting efforts. Long-term, these adaptations cultivated a unique urban identity where resilience became embedded in the very fabric of Roman life. The interplay between fire hazards and urban development forged an environment where safety and architectural innovation coexisted, shaping Rome's legacy for generations to come. A vital aspect of this legacy involved education, which emerged as a crucial component in cultivating fire safety awareness. Knowledge about fire prevention and response strategies became essential for both citizens and officials. Schools and public forums disseminated information, creating a populace equipped to handle emergencies. This proactive approach transformed the understanding of fire risks, prompting discussions in neighborhoods and gathering places. Training programs were established, often featuring practical demonstrations of firefighting techniques. These initiatives emphasized the importance of maintaining clear escape routes and utilizing tools such as buckets and water sources. Citizens learned to recognize hazardous conditions, enabling them to mitigate risks before disasters struck. The influence of seasoned firefighters also played a significant role in reinforcing these teachings. Their first-hand experiences provided valuable insights, fostering a culture where safety was prioritized. Additionally, written texts and manuals circulated among the elite, detailing methods to combat fires effectively. As this emphasis on education spread, the community began to adopt a collective responsibility for fire prevention. This attitude not only enhanced the safety of individual households, but also fortified the infrastructure of the city. With a well-informed populace, the potential for catastrophic fires diminished, illustrating the profound impact of educational initiatives on urban life in Imperial Rome. The emergence of fire insurance marked a significant evolution in urban risk management within this region. Early systems developed from mutual aid societies, where neighbors pooled resources to support those affected by disasters. Over time, These informal arrangements transformed into more structured agreements, laying the groundwork for a form of insurance. Contracts began to reflect the understanding that financial loss could be mitigated through shared responsibility. It was in the 1st century BCE that the most notable advance occurred with the establishment of dedicated insurance firms. These entities offered coverage against fire damage, further embedding the principles of risk assessment and financial protection into the fabric of Roman society. The fabric of Roman society. These arrangements were often recorded on wax tablets, delineating terms and conditions that specified the nature of coverage, thereby providing a clear framework for claims. And this development not only created a safety net for property owners, but also encouraged investment in urban infrastructure, as citizens felt secure in their ability to recover from potential losses. The presence of such mechanisms illustrated a growing recognition of individual rights and property security, reflecting the complexity of Roman economic life. As commerce expanded, so did the need for protection against the unpredictable nature of urban living, leading to an increasingly sophisticated understanding of risk. Firefighting in Imperial Rome found itself intertwined with military campaigns, reflecting the empire's broader strategies for maintaining order and security. The legions, often the backbone of Rome's power, were not only trained for battle, but also adapted to fulfill roles in urban firefighting. This duality showcased their versatility, as soldiers were dispatched to combat blazes that threatened both military strongholds and civilian infrastructure. The presence of these trained men ensured that fires could be managed swiftly, minimizing damage to critical resources. Techniques employed included the use of water buckets and primitive pumps, which were often manned by soldiers familiar with coordinated efforts. The military's discipline allowed for efficient responses, even in chaotic urban environments. During campaigns, the need to protect supply lines and fortifications from fire was paramount. The destruction caused by flames could cripple both morale and logistics, impacting the success of military endeavors. Firefighting units, sometimes formed from the ranks of legions, operated with a sense of urgency inherent in their training. This relationship between military preparedness and urban safety illustrates the interconnectedness of Rome's societal structures. As the empire expanded, the integration of firefighting efforts into military operations underscored a comprehensive approach to civil defense, ensuring the stability of urban life amid the empire's relentless growth. The structure of firefighting evolved as the empire transitioned into the medieval period. The emergence of localized governance brought about distinct methods reflecting the unique challenges each community faced. Towns began to establish their own regulations, with small brigades formed from citizens who took on the responsibility of fire prevention and control. This shift marked a departure from the centralized approach observed in Imperial Rome. Firefighting tools from this era included rudimentary buckets, hand pumps, and ladders, all crafted from available materials. These instruments were often insufficient against larger blazes that threatened wooden structures prevalent in populated areas. The communal response to fires fostered a sense of solidarity among inhabitants, as neighbors banded together to combat the flames. This collective action served not only to extinguish fires but also to strengthen social bonds within the community. Religious institutions played a significant role in the evolving practices of firefighting. Monasteries often maintained their own firefighting apparatus and provided training for local volunteers. The establishment of fire codes and ordinances further reflected the growing awareness of the need for organized response methods. As the medieval period progressed, The understanding of fire prevention and safety gradually evolved, leading to more systematic approaches that would lay the groundwork for future firefighting practices. The cultural narratives surrounding firefighters in Roman literature reveal a deep fascination with the interplay between humanity and the elemental force of fire. These accounts often celebrate the bravery and dedication of those tasked with extinguishing flames, positioning them as vital guardians of both life and property. Historical texts recount heroic tales of individuals who faced the consuming blaze with an unwavering resolve, often depicted as embodiments of civic duty and resilience. In poetry and prose, firefighters are portrayed not merely as laborers, but as symbols of societal stability. Their actions are chronicled with reverence, highlighting the communal bonds forged in the face of disaster. Public responses to fires in urban settings are captured through vivid imagery, reflecting the chaos and urgency that accompanied such events. The literature of the time emphasizes the collective effort required to combat these threats, illustrating how these figures became integral to the fabric of daily life. Additionally, the emergence of specialized firefighting units within the Roman Empire is chronicled, shedding light on the organizational advancements that accompanied these cultural narratives. The development of these groups signifies a shift in societal attitudes towards fire management, as it transitioned from a chaotic response to a coordinated effort. Through these writings, the legacy of firefighting in Imperial Rome becomes a testament to the resilience of communities in the face of unpredictability. The principles established in Imperial Rome resonate within contemporary firefighting practices. Numerous strategies employed centuries ago remain relevant, highlighting the importance of preparedness and swift response. This region's historical accounts demonstrate that efficient resource management is crucial. The concept of organized teams, as seen in the Roman vigils, laid the groundwork for modern fire brigades, emphasizing collaboration among trained personnel. Communication stands as a key element in both eras. Effective coordination among firefighters and the community fosters a sense of security and trust. In modern contexts, the integration of technology enhances these efforts, yet the foundational need for clear messaging and community engagement mirrors ancient practices. Training protocols have evolved, but the core values of bravery and commitment endure. Firefighters today, much like their Roman predecessors, encounter challenges that demand not only physical strength, but also mental fortitude. The unpredictability of fires necessitates a continual assessment of tactics and resources. Lessons gleaned from history illustrate the significance of adaptability and innovation. As urban environments expand, understanding past methodologies can inform present strategies. The enduring legacy of firefighting in Imperial Rome serves as a guide, illustrating that while methods may change, the essential spirit of community resilience in the face of danger remains timeless. This connection between past and present strengthens the fabric of firefighting as an ever-evolving discipline. Lessons drawn from ancient Rome inform modern approaches to fire safety, offering insights into effective strategies and technologies. Historical methods, including the establishment of organized firefighting teams, serve as a foundation for contemporary practices. It is evident that these early techniques emphasized community involvement and rapid response, principles that remain relevant today. Innovative materials used in Roman architecture, such as concrete and brick, reduced fire hazards in urban environments. This understanding of building materials has led to advancements in modern construction standards, prioritizing fire-resistant designs. The integration of fire safety measures within urban planning reflects a continued commitment to safeguarding lives and property. Training and education play crucial roles in evolving fire safety protocols. The Romans recognized the importance of well-trained individuals capable of quick decision-making in emergencies. Current training programs mirror this emphasis, focusing on situational awareness and effective response techniques. Technological advancements enhance fire safety measures as well. The development of early warning systems and sophisticated firefighting equipment traces its roots back to Roman innovations. These tools have transformed the way fire safety is approached, allowing for more efficient detection and suppression. The future of fire safety thus hinges on the integration of historical insights with modern technology, fostering a proactive culture that prioritizes prevention and resilience in the face of fire-related challenges. This legacy extends beyond the confines of Imperial Rome, influencing contemporary firefighting practices and shaping the collective understanding of fire management. The Sipho's pulse, with its intricate design and purpose, epitomizes an era where ingenuity met necessity, establishing foundational principles still relevant in today's methodologies. The principles of efficient water delivery and strategic positioning remain central to modern fire suppression techniques. They provide a framework for assessing risks and formulating responses, ensuring that the lessons learned from ancient practices are not lost, but rather integrated into current systems. This continuity reflects a broader narrative within the discipline, where historical innovations serve as touchstones for ongoing development. Cultural perceptions of fire have evolved, yet the core tenets established during that period resonate in both urban planning and emergency response protocols. Training and preparedness exercises now draw upon the lessons of the past, instilling a sense of discipline and readiness that echoes the vigilance of ancient firefighters. The Sipho's pulse represents more than just a tool. It embodies the relentless pursuit of safety and protection against one of humanity's oldest adversaries. Its impact is felt in every firehouse and emergency operation today, ensuring that the spirit of innovation forged in antiquity continues to thrive in the relentless fight against fire.